Good morning. Earlier today, a few hours ago, we learned that a Hamas terror tunnel was discovered reaching tens of meters into the territory of Israel. This tunnel was not built overnight. It was part of an ongoing systematic operation to infiltrate Israel. Make no mistake, the sole purpose of these tunnels is to launch attacks against innocent Israelis. Today, I have with me two Israelis. Natan and Dafna Meir are the widower and the daughter of Dafna Meir. Dafna was a woman of peace, a nurse who cared lovingly for all her patients, Jews and Arabs. To her, they were all simply human beings. Dafna was murdered in her home while protecting her young children. A young Palestinian terrorist stabbed her to death. He admitted, he confessed, that he was inspired to do so by the culture of hate he observed every day from the Palestinian television and the Palestinian social media. It is time that the UN finally demand that the Palestinians put an end to this incitement. For months now, Mahmoud Abbas and the Palestinian Authority have refused to condemn terrorism and continue to support the terrorists themselves. Their TV stations glorify the murders. Their public squares, public streets are named in honor of terrorists, and their young children are taught in school to hate Israelis. Enough is enough. These are not just words of hate. They are actions that encourage terrorists, like the men who killed Dafna Meir. Today, we demand that the international community look these victims of terror in the eyes and finally act. If the Palestinians truly want peace, they must end the incitement and return to the negotiating table. There are no shortcuts to peace. Thank you. Now, with your permission, I want to invite Natan and Renana to tell their story in their own words.
I never intentionally harmed another person. It has never occurred to me to mistreat another human being just because she looks or thinks differently. I have never taken out my frustration on people who have done something to me. I was not raised that way. I was raised to love the other, to respect all people, to love unconditionally, and to see each and every person as a human being. 3 months ago, my mother was murdered. A Palestinian teenager came into my house and killed her in front of me and my siblings. It is hard to express in words how deep the pain is, how unbearable the longing is for my mother, and how this longing breaks my heart and soul. And in spite of this, it would never occur to me to hurt another person. I do not hate or support hatred. No amount of frustration justified hurting another person. With broken heart, we come here today to ask for your help. Help us being patient. Help us create peace through love. Help us all to see that there is good in everyone.
"19 years ago, today, I met my wife, Dafna, the mother of my children, for the very first time. 3 months ago, on Sunday, January 17, a 15-year-old Palestinian came into my home and stabbed my dear wife to death in front of our children with a knife. In my life, I always try to find ways to sanctify life and to practice faith, tolerance, and love. I believe in my heart that our Creator gave the children of Abraham the opportunity to live together in our Holy Land. I will be patient, even if it takes generations. In my heart, I have love for my Arab neighbors, and I know that most of them want to live together in peace in the land that is holy to us. I want to say to the international community, let us build bridges instead of tensions. Let us encourage instead of condemn. Instead of incitement, let us create love. Politics alone is not enough. Meetings between hearts, between people, these are things that will lead the true peace. I ask you, leader of the world, to spend faith, tolerance, and love. These are the fertilizers needed to grow the flower of peace. Thank you and shalom.